Y'all better back the fuck up off my man Bruno Mars, goddammit. I ain't playing with y'all. Y'all bullshitting with that cultural appropriation claim that y'all done thrown at him. Do I have to break everything down for y'all, man? I don't know which member of the Super Hotep Wokerazi decided to accuse Bruno Mars of culturally appropriating. So let me break these terms down so y'all can get it in your head what they really mean and stop throwing that shit around before it loses its power. And we really may need to use that term and use that word to defend our culture one day. And you know, wasted the power on hitting somebody like Bruno Mars, okay? First and foremost, appropriation means when the dominant class takes from the subservient class and takes their culture profits from it and does not give the subservient class the credit that is due, okay? So let me ask y'all something. Is the world suffering from Filipino supremacy right now, right? I mean, are black kids getting killed on camera left and right by Filipino cops who keep getting off because the Filipino court system just keeps letting them go free when they're guilty of murder? Is that what's happening? Huh? Did the Filipino people take their ships and sail across the world and put their boot heel on the world's neck and make everybody speak their language? Is that really what happened? Huh? Because that sounds to me more like the British. And I don't hear y'all saying nothing about British artists like Adele, Sam Smith, Rag and Bone Man, huh? There's a long line of motherfuckers in the way to get accused of cultural appropriation before Bruno Mars. Now, nothing against them artists I just mentioned. They all make music that I'm a fan of. But the point is y'all throwing around these terms. And people say to me, well, isn't it cultural appropriation when black people like straighten their hair out and stuff? No, goddammit. That's called assimilation. Assimilation is when the subservient class is forced to conform to the norms of the dominant class so that they can survive. So black people straighten their hair because white folks wouldn't give you no job coming in the nappy-headed, so you had to look like them in order to succeed in their society, okay? So no, that's not cultural appropriation. I'm talking about Elvis Presley. That's a cultural appropriator. That's somebody who was openly racist, who did not give a fuck about black people, but took their rhythm, took their song, and made himself legend off of that shit. So y'all need to back the fuck up off Bruno Mars, okay? This is a melting pot situation. That's when we are all culturally on the same type of level, all right? Maybe there's variances, but ultimately, we all brown people, and it used to be brown is down. But I got a homegirl who's an opera singer. Her name is Erica Papillon Posey, right? And she sings opera all across Europe, all across the United States, and nobody's accusing her as a cultural appropriation. If you're doing other people's culture in a good way, and y'all don't have a lopsided power dynamic, y'all go ahead and do that shit. But Bruno Mars is an Asiatic black man. Did y'all know that there are black people in Asia? Did you know that there is a whole bunch of Filipinos that the old school racist anthropologists called negritos, people who were virtually indistinguishable from Africans? That's where he got that nappy ass hair from. So Bruno Mars is technically an Asiatic black man. He cannot appropriate your culture, goddammit. Let that dude do him, because you know the only thing Bruno Mars is guilty of is tricking old black people into thinking that that's their song. No, grandma, that shit ain't from 1977. That's from 2017. Y'all better back the fuck up off of goddamn Bruno Mars, or I can come after y'all. I'm Theo E.J. Wilson. Until next time, grow up and learn your damn terminology. Peace.